God bless America.
We're here at Greenwood at 244 in Tulsa with our billboard up on the Lamar billboard, This Blood Heals. And we're excited that it's up and people are seeing it for 11 seconds at a time, but we want to get those big billboard vinyls up. It costs us a lot more money. These are about $100 a day. The others will cost about $1,000 to put them up for a month. But we can do it, folks, because this reaches hearts. Just like Nikki Cruz talking about how David Wilkerson was preaching there in the area of the deep, heavy, violent gangs in New York. And he said if he preached a nice Christianese sermon, he would have cut him up in a million pieces like he'd promised him. But when he preached about a man named Jesus who was willing to take the blows of the violent death, the thorns, the stripping, the whipping, the spear, the nails, and then he turned around to that gang member and said, Jesus did this for you, Nikki. Jesus loves you. He melted to his knees. First of all, nobody had ever told him he was loved. Secondly, he said the dream of every gang member was to find some man, someone amongst them who would be willing to do what none of the others could do, take the heavy blows, the violent death for them. And all of a sudden, as I heard Nikki Cruz speaking a few weeks ago, I realized these kids that are trapped in Antifa, BLM, and violent gang activity right now, they're fatherless generation. They're hurting, they're wounded. They've not been taught that somebody loves them. And if they are like Nikki was all those years ago, they too are looking for a man named Jesus who would take the violent blows for them, for their sin, for their hurt, for their pain, be their hero. So won't you help us get these billboards up in all 50 states, in the inner deep cities? We're right here where there was a lot of violence expected a few weeks ago, in Greenwood, which marks an area of some kind of a massacre or riot in 1921. And there's still a queasy feeling in the city of Tulsa that some of the threats that were made would erupt here. And there's still a lot of prayer going on, and Christian leaders of every racial background that have stood together praying against that. So we know we are reaching people quickly. It'll stick in their hearts, this image, faster and longer than 1,000 sermons already forgotten in their ears. You can see the testimony of one truck driver who only knew a life of violence when he was off.
Bored with the routine of his daily beat, one Dallas police officer was in for a surprise as he spotted an 18-wheeler carelessly parked on the highway with its driver nowhere to be seen. Pulling up to inspect, he spotted the stricken soul on his knees in the gravel shoulder. Supposing him to be drunk, he prepared to write a ticket asking, "What ails you, mister?" No answer came but one quivering finger aimed at a billboard looming up ahead. The blood, it speaks to my sin," blubbered the man. Oh, smiled the cop, a Baptist elder himself. "I'll write you a ticket, mister, to heaven if you'll repeat after me." The prayer he prayed changed that young man's life. Instead of heading home to blow his paycheck on booze, he surprised his family Sunday morning bounding down the stairs of a church.
Later, the man's testimony came to my ears because as he drove back to Missouri, instead of having a hangover on that Sunday morning of that weekend, he came bounding down the stairs of the farmhouse into the kitchen and said to his mother, "Isn't anybody here going to church?" She said, "Since when do you go to church? We're always tiptoeing around because of your hangovers." And he told her the whole story. She started dancing. She got so excited because this poster had been taped on the inside of the beauty operator's booth of her cousin. And every time she went to get her hair done every week, they would pray for lost souls and pray for her son. So that's powerful. Without any sermon being preached to him, this image, indeed, stuck longer and faster in his ears than 1,000 sermons already forgotten. God bless you. Go to our website, thisismyflag.org, org.org, thisismyflag.org, and there you can find out more about it. If you want to donate, there's a link to Zelle and there's a link to PayPal. Or there's also our address for the ministry office. God bless all of you. You're the heroes today as you reach
Prayers to post them in all 50 states. They will say, "Follow this roadmap home, America," or when we say, "God bless America," we mean Jesus. A picture is worth 1,000 words. It preaches faster and longer in a heart.
and 1,000 sermons already forgotten in their ears.